What is up, guys? Welcome. Crip, no FUD. Happy New Year's, guys. Let's get into this. Gotta fix my chair. What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know the markets are definitely looking great, just like we talked about all last week, what to anticipate. Give everybody a few minutes to jump in here. All right, perfect. All right, so let's just jump in here, guys. So welcome, guys. Hope you guys, like I said, hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I know it's Monday. You got the Monday blues, especially if you're working. But the markets have been looking absolutely fantastic. We've been doing great. We had a great weekend, honestly. Had a great weekend as far as the markets, and Monday definitely is continuing on the move that we've been seeing. So, Marlon, what's going on, brother? I know you haven't been here in a while. What's going on, man? Well, let's just jump in here, guys, because I'm not going to be here for too long. So right now, Bitcoin's sitting at 102,000, looking absolutely fantastic, guys. We talked about this on our members only stream on Saturday, that we have been just setting up for such a big move coming for Bitcoin. And I think that alts, meme coins are all going to follow behind, guys. We talked about this. We said, let Bitcoin do its thing. Let Bitcoin dominance start moving back up, right? We need this for the confidence in the market. We need confidence back in the market. We didn't lose all confidence, right? I mean, the markets were still, even you go back last week, 2 weeks ago, you know, we hit a bottom of, I'm looking at the dominance. We hit a bottom of somewhere around 90 on this chart. I know this chart's a little bit different, but around 91.2 is what this one's saying. So we hit around that 91, 92,000 mark. And, you know, like I said, we didn't lose all confidence in the market, but a lot was lost. A lot of new investors probably were thinking they were getting wrecked and we were going back to zero. You guys know the whole spiel. But now that Bitcoin has broke above 100K, especially right now, it's sitting well above 100K for right now. And we're going to cover a couple things here, but I think we have a big move ahead of us. But things are looking great, guys. Things are looking great, looking fantastic, actually. The way the markets have been just moving. I prefer us not to shoot up to 110K in just 2 days. I'd prefer us to get up, you know, a couple, you know, maybe 100, 102 like we're doing now. Maybe we have somewhat of a retracement or we go sideways for a little while and then we build back up in the next few days. Slowly but surely, right? I think that's going to be the best, because if we shoot up to 108, 110,000 making all-time highs on too fast of a move, we're going to see a big retracement, because we're going to see a lot of people just taking profits again, right? Thinking that this is just a quick little pump and they're ready to get the hell out of the market. So I think if we slowly but surely make our way up in the market, as far as with Bitcoin particularly, it's gonna show a little bit of longevity for this bull run that we are continuing on, right? And I think it's going to continue to bring that confidence in the market. Right now, Bitcoin dominance has, you know, continued to move up. It's not like spiking like crazy, but it is slowly but surely moving up. We're at around 57.6 right now. We did see a little bit of a drop. This was whenever we saw, was this the drop, or I'm trying to go back? Actually, this was the drop. We saw dominance drop with the whole market, right? Obviously, this was just because the whole market dumped, right? We lost about $500 million in market cap for the whole space. Bitcoin dominance dropped with it. Then we started to see somewhat of a spike as Bitcoin was starting to slowly kind of retrace. But since then, we did see a drop like up and down. But now that we're seeing Bitcoin kind of moving up past 100K, it is starting to point towards the upside again, which I think, in my opinion, is nothing but a good thing, right? We want to see Bitcoin just bring that confidence back in the market, right? In order for us to get this added liquidity back in, a lot of liquidity that, like I said, $500 million, $500 billion, half a trillion. I'm sorry, I'm getting my billions and trillions mixed up. We lost $500 million, guys, during Christmas time, whenever the markets kind of went down. We've seen a little bit of that come back, but not a lot, right? And we talked about this, and I keep bringing it up. Stable coins right now are sitting so high on liquidity, meaning a lot of people didn't just dump their positions, exit out of central exchanges, and they're out of the market. No, a lot of people put their monies into stable coins, waiting to see what is going to happen, right? Well, if you guys have been following the channel for the last week, since we were kind of moving towards the sideways and maybe upwards movement, I told you guys, right? And a lot of you guys were saying it as well, that we probably were going to start spiking as soon as we get past the holiday season, right? We always know this every year around Christmas, New Year's. The markets always do the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're in a bear or a bull market, you're always going to have some sell pressure, potentially a lot of sell pressure depending on if you're in a bear market. But it's because a lot of people are, not us, but a lot of people, they just basically sell off of their positions, whether they're up or down, tax harvesting purposes, whatever the case is. And you don't see a lot of volume in the market during that 2-week span, right? So any sell pressure is going to take control, and we're going to probably see the markets either sideways. If that's a good scenario, usually we see the markets kind of coming down around Christmas, New Year's. Well, we're past it now, right? We're 6 days past New Year's. Things are looking great, guys. And a couple of things that I wanted to point out for Bitcoin. So as of today, earlier, we had been in this this bull flag, right? And I actually opened up a short right when we dropped to the bottom of the channel, right? Right when we dropped to the bottom of this channel, opened up a, did I say short? I mean a long. I'm a little backwards today, guys. But I opened up a long at the bottom of the channel and definitely I did decent. I'm going to say I could have freaking killed it, but I ended up selling too early or closing my position too early because I opened it up at like 98.5 and we freaking shot up to, just on this 2-hour candle, we shot up to 102,006. And I closed my position too early. So it is what it is. It's always good when you make profit, right? What do I always tell you guys? You can't go broke if you're making profit. So it is what it is. But now, what are we in now? For this is on the 2-hour chart. Another beautiful bull flag. And this is what we always see when we're in a bull run, right? Whenever you're in a bull run and the markets are heating up, you're going to see these bull flags form where they're going to run up. Then they're going to kind of go in this descending channel, right? And then you're going to see some kind of a breakout eventually. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long. And I mean, as far as how long they're in that channel for, right? But you can see this is only on the 2-hour chart. We're not like we're looking at the weekly or anything like that. We're looking at small time frames. So these bull flags are small, but they're potent. And you can see nice bull flag formed earlier as of yesterday and earlier today, shot off. And now you see this enormous pull. No diddy on that one, and we're back right into another bull flag, kind of doing the same thing until we see another breakout. Now, this breakout is going to be very important, guys, and I'm going to show you guys why here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So on one of the members-only streams, we actually talked about an indicator that I've been using a lot, and it's the VWAP, right? It's not a new dance that the kids are doing, Gina. It's not the new crypto dance, even though we were trying to do some moves to maybe come out with some kind of a VWAP dance. But yeah, it didn't really work out that well. And plus, no one wants to see us dance, right? We're just here to make money. Now, but all jokes aside, we talked about this VWAP, right? And basically, I'm not going to go into it too much. If you're interested in indicators and trying to be a better trader, hit that join button. It's less than $5. We do have member-only streams every freaking week, right, guys? But VWAP opened it up basically on this initial run, right? What you're supposed to do. And you can see that as we go, this is basically, the VWAP is pretty much a collective of moving averages, volume, right? Price ranges, stuff like that. It's all collected in and it kind of gives you a range. These aren't just moving averages right here. So you can see when we opened up the VWAP, you can see where we were pretty much bouncing a little bit below was that midline on the VWAP. Well, where have we gotten back up to? Well, we've gotten up to the higher VWAP line, which is somewhere around that 102,000, where we pretty much came up today. We did break above, but we can't find support as of yet. This is why I'm saying, guys, this bull flag is a big thing right here. The last one we needed it, but this one right here, I think if we can break above this top of this VWAP and we find it as support, we are going to be breaking all-time highs for Bitcoin. Last time we did this, right, you can see at the top of the VWAP, we were hitting our head as we came up. This was on our initial run going up to all-time highs. You can see as we ran up, we were hitting our head. We broke above, right? This was one of our previous highs at 103.5, right? But we couldn't find support. We kind of got rejected. Same thing again. We couldn't find support. We were kind of trailing around the top of the VWAP. But right when we came and we started to bounce above the VWAP and finding that support, we shot up to make 108,000 all-time high, right? So this is what we're looking at. Could be similar where maybe we see some initial run-ups, right? We break, maybe we run up to like 105, somewhere around there, and then we come back down, maybe to retest this area a few times before we do break. But I'm thinking that all-time highs for Bitcoin are not far away, right? Are not far away. And we've been talking about this even before the dip. Might I add that we had called out before any of this right here. I'm not saying, I was the first person, but we had called out that there was a bear flag that had formed and that we were going to see some kind of a retracement. Go back. I'll freaking pull up the like the 5 streams that we did. This was like a month ago. Was literally calling out, telling everybody that we didn't even hit all-time highs yet. And I was telling you guys, listen, we can continue to move up, but we're in a bear flag. There's going to be a retracement here coming soon. And that's exactly what we saw. Now, we're out of that bear flag. We needed the retestment or the retracement because the markets needed to basically reset themselves, right? The RSI was way oversold. The market was overcooked, right? Now that we've reset, I think we are in the middle of seeing some kind of a big run. As long as nothing gets thrown, a monkey wrench gets thrown at us from wherever, right? Things happen, right? You can't say for certain that things are going to happen in the market because anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. So with that being said, the way things are looking, guys, is we might see a nice run. I don't initially think that this bull flag is going to form some all-time highs where we're going to break 110 necessarily right now, but I think it's just going to give us that extra little oomph that we need to get us up to maybe 104 to about 105, somewhere around there, and then we kind of do the process all over again, even if we kind of retrace sideways for a little while. Think about it. Bitcoin sitting at 105,000, sitting sideways. What do you think is going to happen to alts? What do you think is going to happen to alts? They're going to start going effing crazy, guys. And you guys know that we are so due for these alts to absolutely just rip and go crazy. You know, Ethereum is just sitting there waiting, right? It's just keeps getting these little tests, throughout the last year where Ethereum runs up to like 4K and gets rejected, right? 4,100 seems to be the top for right now where Ethereum just keeps running up and getting rejected. It is going to freaking rip here soon. It's like it's like throwing one of those Alka-Seltzers in the Pepsi bottle, right? And it's just fizzling up right now, ready to freaking just go straight to the moon, right? I don't know if that was a good analogy. I don't know if I should throw out no Diddy on that one, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? The markets are just setting up for something big, guys. So you guys tell me, what are your opinions, right? This is all my opinion, but this is what I see on the charts. This is what I see in the charts. And you know what? We've been calling, not everything's been completely 100% correct, but damn, we've been getting pretty good in the last year, if not longer. So let me jump into the chat real quick and say what's up to everybody. Marlon, what's going on, brother? Owen, me lady to the moon, Olds in the house. Me X, you finally made it, bro. What is going on, brother? I appreciate you always coming after the fact. My boy always comes. I end the stream, I can always count on Me X coming through and dropping those the big muscle arms right after the stream ends. Let me see here. Reswin. Hey, have you seen Hedge is pumping hard in the last hours? Oh, excuse me. I haven't seen it, but we can definitely pull that up if you like. In a minute. Amora said, what's the haps? And yes, Owen, milady will moon. Mark my words. And Wen said, by the way, damn market is waking up hard. Hell yeah. Twan's in the house. What's going on, brother? Oh, Twan said, how was the game yesterday? If you guys are in the Discord, you guys know I sent you everybody. I was at the Bucks game yesterday, the Tampa Bay Bucks. You guys know I live down here in Florida in Tampa. It was dope, bro. If you guys watched, we're not going to get into NFL or anything like that, but if you guys watched any of the games yesterday, it was a big game we needed to win for us to get to the playoffs, and it was freaking mayhem. It was mayhem. I was screaming so much that I had to, like, by quarter 3, I had been drinking a lot, freaking hype as hell, right? I was like, dude, I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, you got to stop screaming, Crip. I was like, you're not going to be able to stream tomorrow if you're like, if you keep screaming, because everybody I was around was just like, you could hear the crackling in their voice after a few hours of just screaming, right? So definitely fun. It was awesome, bro. I appreciate you checking up on that. Gina's in the house. What's going on? Amor said, do you do the same type of strategy Let's see here. You do with crypto trading as you were in the casino. Nah, bro, I don't go to the casino. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't go to the casino. I do not go to the casino. I look at like crypto, bro. If you're good at what you do, right, you're gonna make some good money. I feel like at the casino, it's all bets are against you, and it's all about. I personally think it's all about being at the right place, right time at the casino, right? I mean, I will go and have fun, but like I told you, I use leverage trading as like the casino, right? I go there if I have $100, I'm spending $100. I'm planning on losing it, right? But if I win, freaking awesome, right? But I'm gonna have fun doing it. That's how I look at it. Gina said, "Can you do the VWAP on win for me?" Yeah, I'll pull that up. Looks like Gina wants to VWAP everything. Libra Finance. Jay said, "What's going on with NFK, fam?" Bro, we need to build up. Listen, I'm trying to figure something out here. I know what we need to do for NFK. I know what we need to do. So NFK is in that weird position where just we don't have any volume right now, right? We need eyes back on the project. So what we need to do is figure out how and what we're going to do as far as running boost and running boost and what's the other one, and running ads. That's going to be our way. That's going to be our ticket to getting back everything, back to being relevant. But it's going to take some money to do that, bro. Jay said, "Make sure you guys slap that like." Amor said, "My man has a chat on the screen." There you go, bro. Whenever you can, it should be pretty cool to show how good Hedge is going. Bump, what's going on, brother? And Rosales, welcome, brother. I know you've already been a member, bro, but I'm happy that you rejoined, dude. We had our members only stream on Saturday. You could always check it back out. Old said, "Everybody on the dance floor doing the VWAP. That's the new dance that just came out in crypto." Just kidding. Millie, can you pull up the bunk chart? And Gross said, "VWAP, the purple Bitcoin." All right. So I think we got a lot of things here, a lot of charts to pull up. So who was first? Hold on. So Hedge, we'll pull up Hedge first. I'm guessing Hedge. Oh yeah, that's right. We've talked about this. What's funny is the last time we pulled up Hedge, I was scouring through the decks and I stumbled across. I think they were running ads like last week, so I stumbled across Hedge. That's what I was talking about for NFK. We need to run ads and we need to run boost as well, right? But it's gonna take some bread to do that. So as far as Hedge, dude, I mean, it still looks good. I think the last time we spoke about this, because this is on the weekly, I said the same exact thing. As long as you guys are holding this 618, looks like you guys have some good support. You're probably going to be moving up. I think the next big spot for some not retracement but resistance is going to be this 236 area around that 4 cent mark. You can see it hasn't run up yet, but that 4 cent mark is going to be a big spot for some resistance. Let me pull up the daily real quick and see. Yeah, I mean, a nice W pattern formed, and that's what kind of gave you guys this nice little boost towards the upside. But the 236 at around the 4 cents is going to be a big spot for some resistance. You guys break that 4 cents, you're probably going to be shooting up to the moon, at least past 5-6 cents most likely. So definitely we'll keep an eye out on that. But the 618 definitely needs to hold, and you're nowhere near there as of now. You guys have blasted past that on that nice. Look at that beautiful W pattern right there. Market cap 35 million, a little bit over, and the liquidity 2 million locked in. Not bad. Volume looks great, right? That's one thing that we always want to pay attention to is the volume and the unique wallets, or aka the makers coming into the project, right? Right now, makers maybe a little on the low side, but at least you have that volume over $1 million coming in for the 24-hour period. So definitely project is relevant and it looks good, bro. And like I said, they were running ads last week, so they're definitely doing good investing in the project. So it looks good. So definitely good luck with that, brother. Try to fly through these real quick. Gina wanted to pull up Win. Fix this fib retracement real quick. right, so a couple things with Wynn that I will tell you, Gina, without even doing the VWAP on here, because I don't really think that it would be even necessary right now for the VWAP, because it really hasn't been any kind of a big breakout or anything. What I will say is a couple things. I noticed, and you can probably see a nice little double bottom, right? So you see a nice little W pattern that's kind of formed right here. That could indicate that you guys are going to be seeing some kind of a big move. I will say a lot of alts right now are doing kind of this move where they've had somewhat of a double bottom, and they're just kind of waiting to basically see some kind of a big move towards the upside. I think, like I said, as soon as we can get stable as far as like Bitcoin really where it's at now, or Bitcoin kind of still taking the limelight and really moving up, alts right now, like I said the other day, I think we talked about this in the members only stream. Alts right now, I'm not anticipating that we're going to see alts tonight just go crazy, but any day now, any week now, they're going to start flipping, flying, right? I guarantee it, as long as Bitcoin can really hold some of these higher levels, or Bitcoin can hold the spotlight and continue to move up, right? That'll only be better for the alts in the long run, right? So right now, we're kind of just waiting, letting that confidence build in the market. You can see Wynn has formed a beautiful W pattern, so it's waiting to jump up for the wind, right? Win and wind. But what I will say, Gina, is this 93 area, right? We've had it marked as some resistance or support previously. You can see this thing has been running up and basically hitting its head pretty much at that spot. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 candles whenever this is finished on the daily at around the 93 area. So that's a big spot right now that's basically holding it down as resistance. So as soon as this thing breaks above the 93, you'll probably see this W pattern play out and you'll start shooting up. Next spot for some big resistance is going to be that 12 mark, eating up a 0, going up to 12. And then when you come back up to retest the trend, remember this was your trend previously, not too long ago, of your upside. You're definitely going to need to retest this and hopefully break through it. So, but it doesn't look bad. And what I will say about Wynn, and include this with Myro, Bunk, a lot of the Solana based projects right now, they're all doing the same thing where they've seen somewhat of a decent retracement from the drops that we saw last week, right? Same thing. Look at this chart. This is Myro, right? Kind of in the same category, small cap project, but on a lot of major exchanges. You guys know I bought in on Myro particularly. You can see kind of the same thing. It hasn't blown up. It's jumped up since, if you go down to this low that it formed last week from where it's at right now, it's up 27%, but that's about all you're seeing right now, right? And that's if you caught that exact bottom. If you really caught where pretty much it was basically finding support from where it's at right now, we'll just do an average. It's up about 13-14%, and that's pretty much what I'm up on my Myro right now. So it hasn't really exploded. It's up. It's in the green, my portfolio for Myro, but it's not really, hasn't gone crazy yet. And this is pretty much across the board for all alts. Most alts. Some alts have been doing really well. Most alts are kind of in the same position where they haven't really taken off. They've rebounded from the lows that we saw last week, but haven't gone crazy yet. You guys know how it works, guys. Let Bitcoin do its thing. You're going to see the alts follow behind it. I guarantee it. So Myro, same thing as Wynn. Not really going crazy yet, and we can keep pulling up all, particularly the Solana based projects. They have not gone crazy as of now. So, but Solana itself has actually performed, I think, better than Myro, believe it or not. If you go to this bottom, it feels like it has, right? If you go to the far bottom to where it's at right now, it's up about 25%. Myro was at 27, right? So kind of all doing the same exact numbers. Some are doing a little bit better than others, right? I can pull up a few projects like Sui. Sui has been absolutely ripping as of late, right? And what I've noticed is Sui has been ripping, and a lot of YouTubers are talking about Sui, right? I don't know if this is all like everybody. I missed the freaking YouTube meeting, but everybody's been talking about Sui, and Sui has been ripping, right? You can see Sui's just been coming off of all-time highs, after all-time highs, even while the markets haven't really been doing that well. I've been opening up, I opened up a long early last night, I think it was, for Sui, just because you could feel the momentum on Sui right now is definitely there. And one thing, when you start seeing all your favorite YouTubers, and just, when you're on some of these pages and you see people that you're on like an Ethereum page and people are talking about Sui, it's usually there's hype behind the project. There's a lot of people are talking about this particular project. So you can see, obviously, the trend is your friend, and it's been just straight moving towards the upside for right now. So definitely wanted to capitalize on that. I didn't really want to jump in on highs on Sui, so I did the next best thing, and I opened up like 25x leverage on Sui, right? I mean, can't go wrong, right? No, I'm just kidding. Don't mimic what I'm doing on that one, because I think I closed that position. I opened up so many like yesterday because I knew we were going to see a pump today, and I closed a lot that did really well, and I think Sui was one of them, right? So right now, Sui has run up and tested that all-time high multiple times at around $5.35, and it has actually retraced for right now, making this little Bart Simpson kind of a top of the head. If you guys ever heard that analogy, it usually ends up being somewhat of a move towards the downside. I don't think it's really going to go far down, but I'm looking to see where it might have some small support. Looking right here. Hold on. I'll probably say somewhere around $4.88, because you can see it's hit its head multiple times at that area, and it consolidated at that area. So around $4.90 is probably where I would most likely open up another position for a long on Sui, given the market is still healthy and looking good. So Gene said, "Milady price prediction." You're killing me, Gene. You're killing me, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. I'll tell you, bro, nothing has changed, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Nothing has changed particularly yet for Milady as of now, right? It's still sitting around that 80 level. The only thing I will say is maybe last week when we talked about it, it was kind of moving up towards the upside. It has broke above one of 1,000 areas it's going to need to break above that is resistance, right? And that's going to be somewhere around that 79.80 mark. And it looks like it's broke above. I think the big thing is hopefully it can find some support above that 80 mark, 79 to be exact, and you guys will continue to move towards the upside. So all I can say for Milady particularly is she's moving with the market. If you've been holding for this long, right, have patience, not financial advice. I think it's going to play out really well for everybody that does have patience, right, Amor? I think everybody that has patience on Milady is going to do really well. So I'm not going to give a price prediction as of now, dude. I just hope that you guys go straight to the moon, and we obviously will be watching it as it does that. So I think I'm so far behind on the chat, guys. We got the hedge squad in here. Can't be stopped. There we go. Jay said Arweave is a good coin. Price, what is that? Arweave is a good coin. Nice market cap. Arweave usually, it's like comes out of nowhere and it starts running, dude. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't pulled up the chart here in a while. So where you're at right now, dude, for Arweave, I mean, looks like you found support around the 786 at around that 1380 area, a little bit below. But since then, you guys broke out. When was this? This was around Christmas time. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at December 24th. That's the year. It looks like this was before Christmas, before we saw the big drop. Nice little M pattern. You came down. You came back to retest the 786. And it looks like you're starting it all over again. So, I mean, right now, I would say almost in like a consolidation phase for Arweave. I don't know what the market cap particularly is on here. 1.2 billion. So, I mean, it's definitely not a small market cap, but it's not a really big market cap, right? So, consolidation to the side, bro. I would say anything at or below, which you pretty much had just saw in the last week, anything at or below that $18 mark, not financial advice, would be a good spot to DCA, in my opinion. So Hedgecoin just said, check out Hedge. we just pulled it up, brother. We just pulled it up. You guys remember when we used to do this for NFK? We would flood YouTube channels and we'd be like, bro, pull up NFK. The YouTubers would like block everybody and be like, stop talking about NFK. We're like, bro. I respect it, bro. I respect it. Like I said, we already talked about it. I mean, the volume looks great, guys. As long as you can keep that volume up, over 1 million for right now, right? You're up 17%, so it doesn't look bad. Market cap 33 million. Liquidity looks great, right? Looks like you guys are finding some resistance at around the 382, somewhere around that 32 cent mark. You're a little bit above it right now, but if you can see on this run, you guys keep getting these candle wicks, but the candle sticks, no diddy on that one, keeps basically hitting its head somewhere around this area at around 32, 33 cents. So that seems like that's a spot that's going to be some resistance for right now. Hopefully you guys can find some support above that area. We'll zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it looks like you guys are coming down a little bit. Hopefully you can find some support around that 32.9, 33 cent area, around there. If you guys can, bro, you guys will probably be running up to that 236 and possibly breaking new all-time high. So definitely keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it, man. All the Hedge squad out there. Make sure you guys, I brought up Hedge twice. Make sure you guys slap the like for Hedge, all right? Slap that like. Amor said him and Gina are patiently waiting for Mog to take over. Gene, Millie, Bunk, I got you, bro. If you asked for a project like 5 minutes ago and I forgot to pull it up, just bring it up again. I'll definitely, nothing personal, I'm sorry. Nothing personal. These Hedge guys are freaking taking over. Freaking Hedge guys are taking over everywhere, guys. I'm about to go buy a bag right now. Just kidding. So for Bunk, couple things, right? This bull flag did not play out. It was kind of sloppy anyway. I didn't really like it, but you know, you can see obviously a nice downward trend. This was from previously making all-time highs for Bunk. You guys have since broke above the trend line, and it looks like you guys have found some support at the 618 right here. You guys can see you guys have come back, and even I would say us not the prettiest, but possibly like some kind of a little sloppy. I don't mean to keep saying sloppy like that, like no diddy, but it looks like a potential W pattern that had formed right here. You can see with the two double bottoms, and then you can see a nice little bull flag that is run up. What is TradingView doing to me right now? Get this out of here. But you can see the double bottom, right? And then you can see a nice little run and a bull flag, small bull flag, not big, but small bull flag forming right above the 0.5 area. So Bunk, I think just like everything else right now, is kind of just waiting for the green light to just start taking off, right? All of Solana right now, meme coins are just kind of doing the same thing right now. They're either stagnant, right? Because look at it. You have Bunk at 1.3% up. You have Myro at 1.25 up, right? I mean, yes, they're different projects, but I mean, they kind of run together, like as far as price action. And you can see they're all kind of sitting around the same area. Not really, they're not down, but they haven't really gone crazy yet. So I'm telling you, patience, not financial advice. Meme coins are going to be up next. We're probably going to see bigger cap alts like we're seeing right now, you know, kind of take the limelight right after Bitcoin, but eventually we're going to see these meme coins start rallying again. Come on, guys. We've seen this all cycle, how this works, right? Everybody comes in here like, what is going on with meme coins? Why Bitcoin just shot up 20%? Why is it meme coins? And then like a day later, 2 days later, meme coins are up 70, 80+%, right? So you guys know how it goes, man. Drake said Cryptus Cardano have a bull flag. Hey, Jake, I saw you ask that in the Discord, brother. But if you remember, I was at the football game yesterday, and when I came home, yeah, it wasn't no TA happening when I got home, bro. I was like, yeah, drank a lot. Potentially, yeah. I mean, Let me see. I mean, you know what? So it looks like a bull flag formed and it already broke out of the bull flag, right? You can kind of see we have this run up, and then you can see a really fine, right? A little fine-tuned bull flag kind of in this range right here, and then you can see the breakout right now. So it looks like the bull flag has broken out. Remember, we're not looking at freaking weeklies or anything like that. This is on the daily, right? So I mean, this was a potential big bull flag. It did break out towards the upside. It hasn't really gone off like crazy, but I mean, think about it. Cardano's back above $1, dude. When was this? We're looking at the daily. You guys just recently around Christmas time broke down to what, 75, 76 cents. So I mean, from where you guys were at to where you're at right now, that's a decent move, honestly, for a big cap project. 44% from the bottom, dude. That's a big move right there. I'm sitting here saying this bull flag's not that, it didn't play out that big. That's probably the biggest move that we pulled up so far today, right? Even compared to like meme coins with smaller market caps. So I mean, Cardano looks great sitting at around $1.09, almost $1.10 right now. So, and you can kind of see this is on the daily. Look at this. I mean, you had the run and you're just basically just trading literally sideways right now. I'm telling you, everything right now is waiting to freaking pop as far as alts. Oh yeah, Greasy said purple Bitcoin. You've asked me that already a few times. Purple Bitcoin. $19 million. What is that? 19 million supply? What are you saying? That this has a smaller supply than Bitcoin? Let me verify that. Yep, 19 million. He wasn't lying, guys. It checks out. He was not lying. 19 million in current supply, market cap at around $4.6 million right now. Liquidity locked in at around 300,000. So, I mean, honestly, the numbers check out. This has been out for what, a little over a month. Doesn't look bad. You can kind of see. I mean, a couple things, right? We saw this initial run. We saw kind of the slow but surely move towards the downside. Nice little trend towards the downside. Nice little move towards the upside again, and then kind of making the same move as of now, kind of trading sideways. Let me see if it's potentially making lower highs. It looks like it's literally just trading sideways for now. So I would say as long as this support level holds at around that 23.8, you guys are going to be solid. You'll probably see something similar to what you've seen here, where maybe it might go for, a week or two sideways, and then you'll probably see maybe a nice little move towards the upside. It's DeFi though, right? It can do anything. So definitely we'll check back up. It doesn't look bad, especially having such a small market cap and supply. This has potential to move. Volume, about $500,000. Not looking too bad with that either. So definitely looks legit. Breaking news, Monero says 2025 NFK is going to be listed everywhere. Everywhere. You're going to be able to go up to the grocery store and trade your money for NFK, is what he's saying. Jake said, what up, Crip? I'm at the bar. Nice, bro. Just make sure you're good driving and stuff like that, all right? Amor said there's a big YouTuber that's calling for Sui to be the next Solana. I don't know about the next Solana, dude, but I mean, it's definitely doing really well. It's definitely doing really well. Gina, I'm pulling up Libra right now. Spelled it. I did not spell that correctly. So like I said, I'm not going to drop a VWAP on here just because it's not really, we haven't seen a big run on here yet. All I can say is the 618 seems to be a spot where we're kind of finding some resistance as of right now. Let me see here. So far, it looks like you have a support level in between the 618 and the 786 at around 8.5 cents. So that's a spot where it pretty much dropped on this recent drop, and it's found that support. So you already know with this project, very small market cap, right? Like a little too scary of a $600,000 market cap. That's absolutely insane. How small it is. And that's what she said, right? And I mean, what's crazy is it's trading on KuCoin and like crypto.com, right? The volume is very low though. I will say volume's very low for this project. So be very cautious with the volume being so low. But I mean, if this thing just sees any kind of big volume coming in, this thing's going to shoot up. So all I would keep an eye on, not financial advice, just my opinion, 8.5 cent mark. If we do come back down, it needs to hold. If it doesn't, if you're long term, probably not a bad time to just be DCAing on the project. Greasy said, I slapped the like. No, check out Purple Bitcoin. I did. I pulled it up, bro. Punk said, I'm hoping Catcoin and Baby Doge take off. Bro, I haven't heard anybody talk about Baby Doge in so long, at least in here. Let's pull that up. I know Baby Doge has like an enormous community. It really does. Look at these freaking crazy ass runs it goes on, dude. Absolutely crazy. Whoa, look at this drawing. Look at this drawing. This was back in January, right, of 2024, a year ago. Look at the drawing and look what it did. Look at that. That's why people for a while were saying, Crip, are you like some like time traveler, right? When you see stuff like this, bro, it literally did it. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Baby Doge. Look at these freaking swings, dude. That's crazy. This thing likes to go on absolutely like parabolic runs, and then it just like at some point some whale's like, all right, I made $1 million, and then they sell off. And then it kind of just goes back into like, you know, just trading sideways, and then it does it again. Right? I don't even know if I want to do a freaking fib retracement on here, but we will. At some point, guys, I want to get into some articles. I just want to get into some articles so we can bring the hopium alive. All I can say is that 618 looks like it's a spot for some support, bro, on Baby Doge, which is around the 28 area. So 28 needs to hold. It'll keep that upward trend on here for sure. Oops. You can see a nice little trend. If I can actually do it. Nice little trend. So. And it looks like everybody's talking about poker in the casino. Great time for me to jump in on some things here. So, a couple things that what I wanted to obviously jump in on. Obviously, you guys saw the thumbnail for the crypto bubbles. Not looking too bad across the board for right now. If you guys can see, meme coins like Brett is down, WIF is down, right? We have some meme coins that are kind of stagnant. You know, they're not tanking or anything like that, but just kind of stagnant right now, right? But we're seeing other projects like Solana's up. Like Solana's up. Obviously, Bitcoin's up today. You know, you're seeing more utility projects and fundamental projects having a better day than maybe your more riskier assets, right? So right now, like I said, across the board, we're kind of, like I said, we're either your project's doing all right, maybe today not doing nothing crazy, but in the last week, you've seen somewhat of a rebound, but the markets are kind of just waiting for Bitcoin to make its next move, which I pointed out at the beginning of the stream. With Bitcoin, looks like we have formed another bull flag, and I am anticipating, I'm anticipating that we're going to see some kind of another leg up, probably do like 104, 105, maybe 106, and then kind of do the same thing all over again. So things don't look bad, guys. Like I said, have patience, not financial advice. I think everything's going to play out really well for us. Fear and greed index, confidence is starting to build back up. We're definitely back into the greed. Nothing too crazy, but you can see we are back in the greed. Market cap back up to 3.6. Remember, the top of the market cap, we are at 3.88, right? So basically close to around 3.9 trillion. We're at around 3.6 trillion. So we've regained, you know, that 500 billion that we lost, we've regained about half of it. We still have a lot of money sitting on the side, kind of waiting to see what the markets are going to do for right now. But Things look great. Like I said, fear and greed index back into the greed. Market cap, you guys can see for the whole crypto space, is slowly but surely moving up. And this is kind of what we want to see, right? We don't want to see just an explosion, where the market cap just goes crazy. Bitcoin runs up to 120K, because it's going to come right back down just as fast, right? So slowly but surely is what we want to see here. Jumping into some articles, I haven't read any of this. We're not really going to read into this at all, but any of my Dogecoin people out there, I was actually looking. Let me see what Doge is at right now. I was having problems. I was trying to open up a long on Doge earlier, and it wouldn't let me. It would not let me open up a freaking long. I mean, it's kind of around the same area that I was trying to do it earlier. But you guys can see for Doge, it looks like we have formed some kind of a small bull flag on Doge as well, right? You can see clearly the nice, well, I'm not going to say the nice, but you can see the flagpole, right? And you can see the descending channel indicating some kind of a bull flag, which usually is an indication that we're going to probably see some upward movement. And this right here kind of gives you a run of what I think is going to happen here. So breaking crypto news, Doge Uprising is launching on January the 9th. Have you registered your interest yet? So, like I said, I'm not going to go crazy in here, but so what is Doge Uprising? While many meme coins rely solely on hype, Doge Uprising combines fun with functionality, offering a unique blend of staking rewards, anime-inspired NFTs, and viral appeal. The project aims to bring together a passionate community of crypto enthusiasts who love the playful side of meme coins, but also want real utility and potential for significant returns. Whether you are a seasoned investor or a crypto newbie, Doge Uprising has something exciting to offer. I feel like we're reading like a pamphlet of why you should buy Doge. So why January 9th is a big deal. So January 9th pre-sale launch is a golden opportunity for early investors. Pre-sales. Doge Uprising. Is this a new, this is a new project? I'm sitting here thinking this is for Dogecoin. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't open it that long, because I'm sitting here thinking that this is for Dogecoin, and this is a freaking sales pitch for us to buy in on, what is this, Doge Uprising? You guys know I don't really like all that pre-sale and all that stuff. I mean, you can make money off of them, but be cautious. I'm sitting here thinking that Doge was about to implement like freaking a bunch of crazy things on January the 9th. Like I said, I didn't read too much into the article. I just briefly brushed across, and I was like, all right, we'll talk about it. Take that back. So the crypto market is in a late bull cycle. Or is the rally just beginning? So analysts suggest crypto market cycle nearing its peak with Bitcoin above 100,000, as experts debate between a potential correction or an upheating adoption wave in 2025. So market indicators show significant, Market indicators show a significant maturation, with Bitcoin's market cap exceeding 2 trillion and total crypto valuation reaching 3.58 trillion, driven by institutional investments in new and financial products. Trading metrics reveal 36% of Bitcoin trading within monthly timeframes, with analysts projecting a 2 to 4x increase that could signal market overheating and a subsequent subsequent correction. There we go. Let me see here. So the crypto market cycle is nearing a closure, claims an analyst in the post on Blockchain Analyst Perform CryptoQuant. The digital asset market has rallied massively during the fourth quarter of 2024, and while turning slightly bearish during late December, has once again resumed its uptrend, with leading cryptocurrency Bitcoin once again claiming the $100,000 level. The CryptoQuant analyst CryptoDan highlighted the existing pattern of altering cycles of growth and decline, with an overall upward trend in prices, and added that Bitcoin and the broader digital asset space has risen sharply since 2023, when the bull market began. At the time of writing, Bitcoin has claimed a valuation above 2 trillion, while the total crypto market cap stands at a monumental 3.6 trillion. So this kind of goes back to what I was saying, and we're not going to be bearish because like I said, I think we still have one more massive run in front of us. But this is stuff that, you can't write it off just because they're saying something that we don't necessarily want to hear, right? You have to understand that I've been saying this too. The market has been running technically since we bottomed out in the bear market at the end of 2022, right? So if you really look at it, we've been running for over 2 years. Normally, when you go from a bottom of a bear to pretty much the top of a bull, it runs about 2.5 years normally, right? So with that being said, we're kind of in that time frame right now. So I don't think that we've seen the top yet. I'm almost certain we haven't seen the top yet. I do think that, I keep telling you guys, I've been getting a little bit more bullish as we move into 2025, as far as 2025, a full year of us running. But you guys know I've been saying this for the last few months, that I do think that at some point, mostly towards around the end of the first quarter, or maybe the second quarter of 2025, is where we're probably going to top as far as Bitcoin, and maybe alts have a little bit more of a run past that. But we keep getting just these different indicators and a lot of bullishness coming, which you can't always use that as a reason why the markets are just going to continue to run, and this cycle is going to be different. It's always going to be similar to every 4-year cycle, right? Where you have a top, right? And at that time, even when we've topped out and we're maybe hanging around the top, you're gonna have a lot of bullishness coming out, and you're thinking, there's no way we're heading down. There's no way at any time soon we're heading down. And then when you look back, you're like, holy shit, that was the top, right? So, this is something that we talk about a lot on the members only stream. I tell them all the time, I don't really bring it up much during the normal stream, because I know it's just what people don't want to hear about that. You want me to tell you that we're going to keep rallying all through 2025, and you're going to be a billionaire at the end of 2025, right? And I hope that's true. I hope it's true, but I'm sorry. I'm always going to keep it, I'm going to try to always keep it like I see it. And I do believe that some of what this analyst is saying is correct, or something that we just need to take into consideration. So, but like I keep telling you guys, I still do think that we have another big run ahead of us. I think it's already begun, right? How long is it going to last? I think is the question, right? That's always what they want to ask. How long are you going to last? No Diddy on that one. No Diddy on that one. But pretty much what they're saying is that even if this wasn't the top, we've entered what they're calling probably the last leg of this bull run. Now, like I said, it could last for another 8 months, right? Or it could be for another month or two, and that's that. Who freaking knows until after the fact, right? But there's going to be signs. There's going to be red flags, just like I called during that bear flag, right? The top signals, they're all going to be there, and we're going to be hopefully here to call them out. So, but for right now, we'll put all that bearish crap aside. Bitcoin right now, 102,000. We're looking great. I think meme coins are about to freaking go crazy, guys. I really do. Oh, excuse me. Excuse-moi. That's pretty much all I needed that I wanted to bring up as far as our news articles. Nothing else. If you guys have any other charts before we go, let me know. Things that I'm looking at as far as on DeFi right now. This thing's already kind of ran up, but look at this. We kind of played this out too. This the AI 16Z has still been a very hot commodity right now. If you guys notice, everything is AI right now, especially in DeFi. Every new project that drops, whether it's a legit project or not, is AI right now, right? So you can see this project did really well, and I think it's going to continue to do really well. Market cap very high though. That's the only thing that I'm just kind of like, like I was talking about this when when I said it looked like it formed some kind of a bull flag, and you can see the breakout. I still was like, bro, I don't think I'm going to jump in on this project just because it's just the market cap's so freaking high. And I feel like the risk to reward ratio, in my opinion, is just not there. Like, I feel like there's more. I just feel like if the markets, for whatever reason, might end up just, maybe even having a retracement, this thing's going to come freaking plummeting down just because it's ran up so fast in the last few weeks, and the market cap, like I keep saying, is very high for this project in my opinion. But definitely a project to keep an eye out on. This AI16Z, definitely a legit project, and it's done really well as far as making waves across the industry for sure. And on my watch list, we have Tap Cat. This is hilarious. You see these cats? That's the Da Vinci, and you can see the cat's like ready to swat him. Hilarious, honestly, freaking funny. This thing obviously was trading sideways for a while, and it looks like it broke out over 200% as of earlier. And then we have this Dumbo Doge that's up about 30% as of now too. But a lot of these projects, definitely they've had runs, because these are projects that I saved when I was looking at when I was doing quick runs like in and out. You can see they're going on second runs, but nothing too crazy. RTR, you guys know this is a project that I've been I'm invested in right now. Been keeping an eye out on it. I think this project's going to do really well around inauguration, guys. Today we did the certification of the votes in the states, and I think that was a big reason why the market kind of pumped as well, right? Because remember, we're still on that Trump pump, whether you hate him or you love him, right? This market's on a Trump pump again, right? It's like almost like we're in the second phase of it, and that's why we already were calling this in December while we were dipping that we were going to most likely see this, just because the markets are rallying off of particularly crypto, as far as a lot of big things happening, hopefully on the first week of Trump getting into office. So like I said, not political. You love him, you hate him, who gives a shit? We're here to make money, right? So those are pretty much what's running right now on the watch list. Guys, everybody that's invested in RNA, what's going on? What the hell's going on? Remember, people were saying RNA, and I was telling you guys, I was not jumping in back into RNA. I had made some money off some of these swings, but a couple of things, red flags that were popping up, and it was the fact that the volume, I mean, it's still not terrible, 32K, but the volume had dropped like crazy when it was trading sideways, and I was like, I'm not looking, I don't want to jump in on a project that has very little volume, right? The volume was down compared to, like, you go back 2 weeks ago, volume was at like $1 million daily. Now it's dropped down to like around the other day it was down to like 10 grand. I was like, nope, I'm not jumping in on this. Nothing against the project whatsoever, but when you start seeing volume start to deplete like that, and then you start seeing that the wallets that are trading are going down as well, it usually means that if you buy in, there's a big potential that you're going to be holding. Even if the project doesn't go down, you're going to be holding, right? And this thing's going to probably be trading sideways for a while. So is right now a good time to jump in on RNA? I don't know. I feel like, with these projects, like I said, you have to be careful with some of these projects. This project saw a lot during its short span, a lot of big moves, and it looks like you can see the trend pointing towards the downside, meaning that I think it is going to probably come down to probably one of these levels and then probably have one more big shebang before it kind of goes dormant, in my opinion. So I would keep an eye out. And that bottom spot, just to bring it back up, that I'm looking for is where we bounced previously. If I do jump in on this, is going to be 11 zeros, the 38 level. So somewhere around, maybe if it doesn't even go down to there, but somewhere around that 40, maybe 50, 40 area, 11 zeros is probably what I'm looking for to jump in. Even Molecule, you guys know I've been screaming Molecule, right? This project has brought me very good wealth in the last few weeks, catching these swings, right? But same thing, right? Doesn't this chart kind of look similar to RNA, right? Where you've seen these big runs, and it's kind of the same thing. Volume a lot better than RNA right now at 165K, but that is nothing compared to what it's been doing in the last week, 2 weeks. Every day, it's been at over $1 million. It has dropped down like crazy. The makers, the unique wallets trading, were up, at a few thousand every day. It's dropped down to about 700. Those are signs, those are red flags that, the project's cooling down as of now. So, right now it's at if I would have seen this price, which I did, I bought in when we dropped down here. I sold freaking way too early, right? But I made some nice gains, but it dropped down here. This was a confident buy. Why? Because at the time, the volume was over $1 million every day, right? The freaking the unique makers or the unique wallets that were buying and selling, right, were coming in over like thousands of them a day, right? So you could see the hype was there. It was relevant. So buying in right here made sense. Now it's kind of like, like I said, these projects, they have a small life frame, and then eventually they're going to do with this. Every project does the same thing. And then after this is like, if it's up to the devs and the team to really, they're going to run more ads, if they're going to get boosted again, whatever the case may be, to keep the project relevant. So definitely keeping an eye on it. If we do drop down to some of these levels down here, I might be able to throw something at it, but I'm not going to go too crazy, especially if the volume and the makers continue to move towards the downside. So let's see here. I played a satellite game some time ago, won my spot in a real oh, you're talking about poker? Jake said, super random and not related to crypto, but Crip, let me get some quick life advice. What do I do if I've been feeling like a robot? I don't know if you're trolling or if you're being serious, bro. I mean, I'm not a life coach, so I don't know. I've never really gone through that. What do you mean by robot? Like just doing the same thing every day, bro? Because if that's the case, I mean, a lot of us all feel like that, right? That's why we're here. That's why we trade crypto, because we're all looking for that financial getaway, right? Where once you don't have to worry about finances, life just opens up. And I don't mean to sound so like narrow-minded, right? Like money's everything. But and you talk to millionaires, they say the same thing, right? Once you hit financial freedom, and what I mean by financial freedom is just like you have enough money to where you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about working particularly, right? You can just go take trips. You can go, do whatever the hell you want to do, right? Once you kind of have that, it's like you break out of that robot, work kind of, sheep mentality that 99.9% of people are forced to live, right? And this is why we always bring up crypto and financial freedom, because I mean, it's obtainable through this, but you have to make the right moves. You got to be smart. You got to have patience, right? This isn't financial advice. I'm just saying I've seen it happen, right? Crypto, like I tell you guys, has changed my life. It really has. I'm not financially wealthy enough to where I can just, dip off and go to the islands for half the year or anything like that. But it has helped me, be financially stable, to where I can live a even better life, and it's very obtainable. And I'm so eager to take it to the next level, to where I can get to that financial situation where I'm like right now I do YouTube. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but I do this because I love being here with you guys, right? And that's what I want to take it to the next level, where I'm literally getting on here, guys. I got bed head. I need to shave, but I'm freaking just rich as shit and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to get to that level, and I feel it's coming here soon. So yeah. Mog said I ain't gonna be holding on to Mog and Milady after this run. This is the last run. I hear you, bro. Bro, stick and move, man. Right? Have patience, make that money, and keep it moving. Do not get married to any of these projects. Art said, can you check RAI? Yeah, let's pull it up, brother. And I appreciate you telling me what ecosystem it's on. RAI on Ethereum looks like it's trending top 27 right now. Market cap at 85.7 million, and liquidity's at around 3 million. So it doesn't look bad. Numbers check out. Let's see here. The project's been out for 17 days. Volume looks absolutely amazing, right? 8.6 million. You have about 17 different wallets, 1,700 different wallets in the 24-hour period trading. So looks great as far as numbers check out. You can obviously a nice upward trend, right? Forming, right? I mean, you can see it kind of broke out of the trend briefly and then came out, bounced, and you can see all-time highs being made at around $14 around that area. So, I mean, it looks great. Right now, you're at a pivotal spot right now where you're kind of retesting the trend. You just bounced off the trend, and you're sitting above that the 382 level at around the $8.66 area. The 382 is going to be around $8.52. So that's a big spot that you want to hold, and this trend line as well. And I'm sure you guys will come back up to retest the 236 and eventually break all-time highs. But you can see, Art, you've been trading in between the 236 and the 382, right? So 382 being support, 236 being resistance as of now. So definitely, if you can break above that 236, you'll probably be breaking at first, testing all-time highs, and eventually, hopefully, breaking through. So, but I would just keep an eye out on the trend, right? And I would also keep an eye, like I said, you want to keep an eye out on that volume and just make sure a lot of people are still coming in to trade. That's going to keep that project relevant. So, but looks good, dude, as of now. Gina said, do you think those DeFi projects can come back? Which ones are you talking about, like RNA and them? I mean, what I see with a lot of those projects is most of them will kind of just go like sideways and boring, and they'll maybe sometimes they need to drop down to some really low levels, and then you'll see like one more crazy big run up, right? So if that's what you're holding on to, keep an eye on it. Not financial advice, but you should be looking for some kind of an exit strategy. I tell you guys this all the time, especially we talk about this, especially Gina, you're a member on the members only stream. It's not only not getting married to these projects across the board, but especially DeFi, right? Unless it's like a freaking whiff or bunk or something like that really is just staying relevant and just consistently just going crazy. That's one thing, right? You see the potential in that. But when you see projects like RNA and Molecule and stuff like that, they probably don't have they're not going to get listed on Binance or anything. So what's the point of holding on to them for so long, right? If you jump in on the right time and you're up, take the profits. They're probably going to retrace and do the same thing over and over. That's what I've done that with Molecule probably 12 times already. And I was looking the other day or this morning when I bought and sold, I was like, damn, I've made money off of it. Really not like crazy, but I'm buying and selling. The swap trades are so easy or so cheap that, what I'm saying? I don't care if I make $20 or $30 off $100 in 5 minutes. I just pick it up and do it all over again if I'm able to, right? But I'm not going to sit here and hold these projects like I'm holding on to Bitcoin or like I'm holding on to Solana or whatever the case is. I even have some Sui now and stuff like that. I'm not going to hold on. Those are projects I'm going to hold on to, right? Through the ups and maybe not through the downs. I'm going to probably sell at the highs and buys at the lows, right? But you get the gist, right? Those are long-term projects. For a lot of these DeFi projects, I'm not going to sit there and do it. I'm not going to do it. So Gina said, okay, I see what you're saying. I hear you. That's the thing, Gina, is you have to keep this is, unfortunately, especially with DeFi, it's like, and this isn't financial advice, but these things shoot up fast and they come down just as, if not faster, right? So you'll come back and you're like, crap, this thing was up 100%. Now it's down 20%, right? So it's like, you have to be able to keep an eye out on it, or at least, just check in on it fairly, frequently, so you can kind of do those, ins and outs as far as jumping in on the projects and jumping out. So Khalil said crypto is going to retire him from the post office. You better not let the post office hear that, bro. They're going to come after you and me, bro. I feel like the post office is you don't mess with the post office. You know what I'm saying? They're probably tomorrow. You guys are going to come back to the channel. It's going to be disconnected. I'm going to be missing. You're not giving Khalil that confidence, bro. We need him for the next 10 years. And then I'm missing. Where are we at? Bitcoin 102.1. Not looking bad, guys. So let's just do a little recap of everything that we talked about. So particularly for Bitcoin, all eyes are on Bitcoin right now, right? All eyes are on Bitcoin right now. Let it have its shine. We definitely want to see confidence just continue to build back into the markets, right? And in order for that to happen, we need Bitcoin to thrive and do really well. So with that being said, bull flag that's formed, right? We had one earlier, broke out. We have another bull flag that's forming, expecting potentially another breakout. Remember, bull flags, they're not always going to play out towards the upside, right? But a lot of times they do. So we'll definitely point them out when we see them. So I'm expecting maybe if this does play out, maybe we'll see like a 104, 105 Bitcoin here in the next few days, hopefully, right? A big spot that we need to hold above is at 1018. That's going to be a big spot that we want to hold. And I explained this earlier, and I'll zoom in a little bit for the people in the back. You can see, look at that. As we've been streaming, look at 1, 2 bounces on top of this pivotal line right here. Now, why is this line so pivotal? Well, this is the VWAP, guys. This is the VWAP, and we've talked about this on our members only stream. This VWAP has been an area where you can see potentially, or not potentially, but prior, right? We've bounced off this line and made all-time highs, right? We've done it a few times where we bounced off the line and made highs. So this is a big spot that I want to see us find that support. If we need to test it a few times, 101.8, somewhere around there. And eventually, I'm telling you guys, this bull flag is probably going to play out, and we're going to be shooting up to the top. 104, 105 are my local predictions as far as where Bitcoin's probably going to run up to next. But other than that, if you're holding alts, holding meme coins, even DeFi, all that stuff is going to, as long as Bitcoin, continues to do what it's doing, we're going to see a lot of money flowing in. We're going to see a lot of money coming into alts as well. So have patience out there, guys. We got good things ahead of us. Obviously, it's great to see Bitcoin back above 100K. Just take that back in. I know it seems like, Bitcoin's at 100K. It's great, but it's like we want more. Take it in, all right? We need this to move slowly but surely. We don't want to see us, running up 10% on Bitcoin every day, because it's going to happen too fast, and we're going to come down just as fast, if not faster, right? We need this to build up because we need alts to start going crazy. We need that liquidity to enter. We need that new retail money to come into alts. So it is going to come. We just need Bitcoin to kind of just do its thing. So, but let me see here. Khalil said it's snowing in VA and I'm over it, bro. You guys got some cold weather ahead of you. I'm down in Florida and we're bracing for like the 20s. So I can only imagine I'm in the tropics and we're bracing for the 20s. So I can only imagine, freaking anywhere north, which is every state is north of Florida other than maybe Hawaii. It's going to be freaking snowed in, like absolutely brutal coldness. So you guys, I hope everybody stays warm out there too across the states and Europe. I heard Europe was getting hit pretty hard. No diddy on that one. Marlon said, can you take a look at Call? Yeah, I'll bring it up for you, brother. What's going on with Call, bro? What is going on with Call? I haven't really, no one's come in here and been like, Call. Nothing. It's just been real quiet. Real quiet. So, I mean, nothing crazy, bro. You guys are still sitting around that $30 million market cap, right? Typical Call stuff, and I love Call, right? Don't think I'm talking trash on Call. I love it, but it always does that fake out where it looks like we're about to just go crazy. Nice little run up, and then boom, we retrace and we kind of trade sideways for a while until the next big run. So all I can say for myself is I'm keeping an eye out. Anything below the 786 for Call, I'm looking to jump in, which is going to be at 7033. I'm looking to jump in on that, and I think we're going to probably see the same thing, another big run. I do think that when we finally get into the craziness of altcoin season, I think Call is going to do really well. I still do believe Call is going to do really well. So just have patience, brother. I think it's going to pay off. Now, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm going to just attempt it, so forgive me. Is it Sai Ong? I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sure he's probably laughing like, damn Americans. Thank you so much for the £5, bro. I appreciate it. He said, check out SOH Devs Docs, 2 weeks old, under $1 million market cap. I'll pull it up, bro. Let me ask you, Actually, it looks like it's this one. You said under $1 million market cap. Is it Shadows? Oh, yeah, Shadows of Hope. All right. I see you. You guys are 14 days old. I mean, so the project doesn't look bad. You still have those LP rewards. What is this? A moon? What do they call that? Yeah, Moonshot. It was dropped on Moonshot. So, I mean, fairly new project, right? Fairly new project. Market cap at around 600,000. Liquidity's at about 100K locked in. Volume right now 45,000 and about 80 makers. So I mean, one thing I will say is if you are part of the dev or you're working with the people, definitely want to get that volume and those makers up, right? I mean, that's obviously that's obvious, right? But I mean, the product doesn't look bad as far as the numbers. It's been out for about 2 weeks. You can see, I think this kind of is the only thing that kind of scares me is you can see this manipulation of this massive drop. That 100% is some kind of a dev or somebody that probably got in very early, that sold off. But it is what it is, right? Every project sees that. So you guys are sitting around that 382 for right now at around the 59 area. So, I mean, like I said, project doesn't look bad. I definitely would keep an eye on it. Market cap, fairly low, like you said, under $1 million. So definitely has potential. Definitely has potential. So, I mean, you said the devs are docked. 2 weeks old. I mean, I like how they're pretty transparent, right? Disclaimer: not investment advice. Shadows of Hope is backed by nothing but smiles and hope. And you know what? I think people forget about that, right? Every meme coin until it has some kind of utility is ran off a hype, right? So hopefully you guys blast off. You can see you had the run. Whatever the hell happened here, you can see you're kind of going on another run. So as long as you guys can stay up there, break above that 382 at around the 60 area. That 236 is going to be a big spot for some resistance at the 74, but hopefully you guys will break above those two resistance levels, and we'll come back and you're like, I told you should have bought in, and you guys are at freaking like $10 million market cap. So looks like we got the squad in here. We go through waves where we have people come in and they start bringing in their tokens. So, but thank you again for the £5, bro. I do appreciate that. If you come back tomorrow, dude, just remind me. We'll come in and we'll check the project out. Amor said it feels like summer here in Hawaii and it's winter right now. Amor, is there snow on the mountains over there, bro? I was wondering that the other day. Nice. Come back with the game, bro. Hey, listen, as long as you guys are polite, and I appreciate you dropping the super chat, brother, we'll always bring up your project, right? Give you a little bit of exposure, right? Definitely, man. And good luck to that, bro. Hopefully you guys have a legit, solid community. That's what it all takes. Trust me, we have a project for our channel and stuff like that. We've gone through it, the ups and downs. So, but definitely good luck with that, brother. Danny said Crip is still grinding. Let's go. Shadows of Hope on Solana as a new coin for the people. Oh, damn. So, Danny, you're with the squad? Okay. I didn't know you guys were with my boy Danny. All right. Let's see here. No exit, no problem. It wasn't a dev that sold that made the massive drop. It was a idiotic investor. I hear you. Bro. When we first dropped our project, bro, I learned so much, right? I learned so much when we first dropped our project, but you can't stop snipers, right? There are ways to where you can put in buys right when you drop to where you can prevent those snipers, aka like bots, from getting in these crazy positions. But we had somebody that jumped in on our project. I mean, like literally before I could even pull it up on the decks when we went live, they already bought in like a quarter of the supply for like $100 or $200. I don't even remember. It was like, or they threw in like a $500 out of nowhere, like first buy, and they freaking picked up literally like 10% of the supply, and they freaking not drained us, but they just kept hitting us, bro. Where they would sell, we would pump, we would run up like crazy, like 300, 400, 500%. They would sell. You know, and that $100, I'm not even lying, they made $25K off the project. Like, it was insane. It pissed me off so bad, you know, because it was like the whole community was like just grinding, and it was like everybody was like, bro, who is this wallet? And he kept transferring to different wallets, so it just looked like just someone didn't even buy in and they were selling. Bro, I was ready to find out this guy's, whoever it was, location. Like, it was like, I learned a lot from our initial drop on the project. So I'm completely understand, how it goes, right? So as long as you guys can survive all that stuff, and like I said, if you guys have a legit community, bro, and you keep everything hype, I encourage you guys, running ads, periodically. Try to keep that boost up if you guys can, like stay relevant, you know what I'm saying? Twitter raids, stuff like that. It's going to take the whole community to jump in. But, I mean, you guys can do it. We did it, bro. We went from a $10,000 market cap up to, like, $3 million within, like, 2 months, right? Like, just grinding. So, yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens, bro. Yeah, oh, no, no, no. We checked out the project. Old said, I never forget this one time there was a massive NFK drop. I mean, huge dump. Me and Soldier and Dojo literally spent off all the funds to get it back up. Then it happened all over again. That was the guy. That was the freaking dude. Remember, you guys were, I would go to sleep. It would happen like in the middle of the night too. Like, I'd wake up and like the project would be up like 50%. I'm like, what happened? We're like, bro, we just dropped 90% and everybody bought back in. It was like, what the dude kept slapping us, bro. You got to understand, like, son, and your whole squad, bro. You have to understand, like, if you stumbled across a project and you bought in, you were able to get in at a good, you do the same thing, right? You feel like it's malicious, right? But this guy probably was like, holy crap, I just made 24K off of whatever investment he put in, right? So it stinks because you guys are part of the community. You care about the project, right? You have people that are going to come into the space that do not care about the project, or get ready. You guys are new. Get ready for the sheeps that are hiding, or the wolves hiding in sheep clothing that are amongst you, right? Get ready. I'm telling you from experience, they're going to be, they're going to be running for the project SOH or Shadows to the moon. And then you come to find out that they've been selling in the back end like crazy, or whatever the hell is on every pump, like shit like that, So, Danny, I got you, bro. Like I said, tell the squad tomorrow. Make sure you guys slap that like one. Make sure you guys are hitting that like. I appreciate that, and we'll definitely come back in tomorrow and we'll pull the project back up. Hope and like I said, good luck to that. I hope everything works out for you guys for sure as a community. So. But guys, other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, hoping that Bitcoin, this bull flag plays out and we do really well. Whether you're in Bitcoin and you're in your DeFi projects, alts, meme coins, whatever the case is, we need Bitcoin to just continue to thrive, right? It's going to bring that confidence in the market and bring that liquidity back in that's sitting on the sideline. So with that being said, guys, I thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit that notification icon, hit the like. I feel like I'm giving you guys a whole list to hit. Just hit everything that you can under the damn video right now. I really would appreciate that. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? We'll be back here at the same time, all right? All right, guys. Thank you again. See ya.